Hey guys, Kim Jong Lee here, back with another online commentary battle for Rome Total War. This replay was sent in by Luke of the Harvesters of Sorrow clan. He's playing against Neptune, and over here, Alan of the Brothers in Arms clan. Yeah, this is a CWB FFA, it looks like. And Luke's taken Germania, and he's going for a very, very fast kind of rush. I think this is an FFA. Anyway, Luke's going for a rush, it seems, on Thrace. So that would be good old Neptune here. And Luke's gotten a lot of pikes. So he's got 6 pikes. Germania usually doesn't bring pikes because they're not as good compared to others. But they're actually okay. And against other barbarians, they're really strong. But the Thracian pikes are probably the best of the barbarian pikes. These phalanx pikes, long spears, better stats, and I think they're better upgraded as well. I think they're gold compared to Luke's, which are silver I think. But Luke does have these berserkers here. He's got one here and one here, 2 berserkers, which is the most you can bring in CWB. 4 barbarian cav here, and 4 Gothic cav here, so pretty strong cavalry. Peasant at the front to soak some arrows probably. Here comes Alan, and he's got 2 equites, 6 Praetorian cav it seems, gold. Roman archers, more Roman archers, yeah, Arch Auxilia. So pretty standard kind of CWB builds from most of these players, and except for Luke, who's got these berserkers, which is quite interesting. But the thing with there's an interesting dynamic to the usual CWB game now that it's an FFA style battle, and that's the fact that you can't actually skirmish as efficiently or effectively as you would in a normal 1 versus 1, and that's because there's the 3rd player, so you can't actually run everywhere around the map and expect to be safe, because instead of kind of just 1 player chasing you, you have 2 to worry about, and so you have a lot less room to actually move around in. I think the map does get a bit bigger because there are 3 players, but nevertheless I think because you've got that kind of 3rd player there, there are a lot of places that you can't actually go, and it's more difficult to skirmish and play the usual skirmish game. So Luke's rush, if he plays it well and Neptune doesn't kind of react to it in time, could actually work out for him. I think normally Thrace is very, very favoured against Germania, but we'll see. Luke sent it in, so he's probably got a pretty good chance of winning this thing, but it will be interesting how he manages to do that with Germania, which is a pretty tough faction to play in CWB. So I suspect these barbarian cav are going to try and it's probably going to try and hit some of these archers with them, or maybe catch some of these militia cav with them. That looks like that's what he's going for. Meanwhile, Alan is actually moving away, which I find a bit strange. Maybe, I'm not sure if this is a scored resolution FFA or a last man standing. So if it's last man standing, this makes sense. Scored, not so much. Yeah, if this is a scored FFA, if I was Alan, I'd be a lot closer to these 2. Again, I'm assuming this is an FFA, not a 1v1. Because Alan's brought a pretty huge army there. Looks like Luke is pushing with these cav, trying to kind of push Neptune to where he wants him to be, and get engaged with these infantry units. He's probably trying to tie down his pikes here with his spear warband, and then get the berserkers around. Added benefit to that is that the berserkers could possibly also get in on the cav fight here. It looks like Neptune isn't going to play the skirmish game, which is a huge mistake against Germania, as Germania is a rush faction. If he isn't able to play the skirmish game, or it's because it looks like he's not going to play the skirmish game at this point. It's going to be pretty hard for him to win if he just goes in with his infantry, and the it looks like some berserkers have gotten in the back there, and yeah, it looks like these cav are going to get taken out. Yeah, pretty much unwinnable for Neptune in this position, because Neptune's cav can't compete with the Gothic cav or even the Barbarian cav, and so that's just given Luke kind of free reign with all his units. Neptune unable to make use of his archers at all, and that's really what you want to leverage as a non-rush faction. You want to spread out your archers a ton. You want to run around everywhere with them, and yeah, that's what you want to do. And I would probably have just boxed the phalanx pikes, to be honest, because that would have been pretty effective against Germania. Yeah, just spread my archers out a ton and run around a ton, because that's usually how you beat the rush factions. Oh, I guess it was just a spectate, so Alan not going to wade in there. But yeah, very fast game. I don't think Neptune played that the way he should have. I think like he went for a head-on fight without essentially throwing away 6 gold units for archers, without getting any arrows off of them at all. So that was just a lot of Denarii wasted there. Luke's units were much better in the melee, I think. The cav especially, Gothic cav far superior to the militia cav, which are made to kind of run around and stuff like that. So yeah, unfortunate for Neptune. Luke knew what he was doing, so he just charged in there, smacked his guys in there, got the cav around. Pretty straightforward, but I think a lot of the fault there lies with Neptune. So thanks Luke for the replay. I'll see you guys another time.